Hello dear students, myself Tejaswini Pennoor. I am your chemistry lecturer. Today, first we are going to discuss the chemistry portion for first PUC. So whatever the chapters are there, we are going to divide into three different parts. That is physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry as well as organic chemistry. So the chapters that will come under the physical part are: first one, some basic concepts of chemistry. Second one, structure of atom. Third one, states of matter. Fourth one, thermodynamics, and the last one is equilibrium. So these all are the chapters that will come under physical chemistry. So the next part is, second one is inorganic chemistry. The chapters that will come under inorganic part are: first one, classification of elements and periodicity in properties. The second one is chemical bonding and molecular structure. Third one is redox reactions. Fourth one is hydrogen. Fifth one is S block, and the last one is P block elements. So all these are inorganic portion. And the last one is organic part. There are three chapters in organic section. First one is organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques. Second one is hydrocarbons, and the last one is environmental chemistry. So these are the actual portion, that is the chapters they are going to divide in three different parts. Students, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಬುಕ್ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನವರು, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಚಲೋ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಬುಕ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಎನಿ ಬುಕ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. Students, today we are dealing with the inorganic section. In that we will start with the very first chapter, that is classification of elements and periodicity in properties. So very first question was, why does the classification of elements was needed? ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ, in 18th century there were 31 elements were known. In 1830 around 55 elements were discovered. In 1865 63 elements were discovered, and at the end of 1925 88 elements were discovered. Means what? As year passes, more number of elements were discovered. So namaga gottada elements are having the different properties, and also different elements will combine to form the different elements will combine to form the many more compounds. So ee reeti irodrinda it was very difficult to remember properties of all the elements. So because of this reason only the classification of elements was needed that time. So many students, many scientists started working on that. So among those, the very first one is law of triads. So law of triads na yaar madidruppa antandre German chemist John Zedelner. So illi triad antandre it's a group of three. So what he did, he took three elements and he put them in a one group. So according to John Zedelner, or if you take a group of three elements like 1, 2, 3, according to this law, the atomic weight of middle element is the arithmetic mean of atomic weight of the remaining two anta helತಾರೆ. Means what? If you take 1, 2, 3, these are the three elements, so it will form the one triad. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ the atomic weight of second element, middle element, second element is the arithmetic mean of atomic weight of the two. Means what? The atomic weight of 1 plus atomic weight of third element divided by 2. So arithmetic andre sarasari anta ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು. So this is the law of triad. Example, if we take lithium, sodium and potassium. So these three elements will form one triad: lithium, sodium, potassium. According to law of triad, idರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ atomic weight of sodium is equal to the atomic weight of lithium plus atomic weight of potassium divided by 2. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ lithium atomic weight ಎಷ್ಟು 7 plus atomic weight of potassium is 39 divided by 2, that is 46 by 2, it will come around 23. So the answer is 23. So as we know, the atomic weight of sodium is nothing but it is 23. So this is the law of triad. Similarly, the next example, sir, you can go for calcium, strontium, barium, similarly chlorine, bromine, as well as the iodine. So this is the another two triads. So if you go through the periodic table, you'll notice it's a lithium, sodium, potassium. So these three will make one triad. Similarly, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, they will form the another triad. Similarly, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's a chlorine, bromine, iodine and sodium. Okay, so this is the periodic table ಒಳಗಡೆ law of triad ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮಟ್ಟ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So the second attempt was made by English chemist John Alexander Newland. So your law of octaves anta helteve. So according to law of octaves, every 8th element has similar properties as that of the first element. Andre no first element and 8th element are having the similar properties. For example, if we consider some of the elements such as lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ 18 group elements ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, noble gas ನ ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, sodium, oxygen, fluorine, and next comes fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur as well as chlorine. Each elements consider the first one, that is lithium. This is the first element according to us. Count madri, first, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is the 8th element. Lithium consider madre, sodium will be the 8th element. So in this case, lithium and sodium are having the similar properties. According to this law, first element and 8th element are having the similar properties. Similarly, consider the beryllium. Idu consider madre namaga ivaga idu first element agutte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Means what? Beryllium and magnesium are having the similar physical as well as chemical properties. Similarly, boron and aluminium, carbon and silicon, nitrogen and phosphorus, oxygen and sulfur, fluorine as well as chlorine. So in periodic table, this law of octaves anna illi apply madona. So lithium count madri, lithium in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Means what? Lithium consider madre, sodium is a 8th element to that one. Hence, lithium and sodium are having similar properties. Similarly, beryllium tagondre is a second element. First anta count madri idanna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fluorine aginda sodium 7th and 8th. So magnesium is a 8th element to that of the beryllium. Hence beryllium and magnesium are having the similar properties. So in case of law of octaves, Newland ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ he arranged all the elements according to the atomic weight. So elements atomic weight ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ does this law holds good? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. It has some demerits. Even though the first and 8th elements are having the similar properties, ಅದು ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ it has some drawback. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this law is applicable only for lighter elements. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಮಟ್ಟ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಲಾನ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. We can't apply this law for the heavier elements. So after the law of triad and law of octaves, the next law comes Mendel's periodic law. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು old periodic law ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. So the Mendel's periodic law was made by Russian chemist Dmitry Mendel. According to this law, ಇದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ವೇಟ್. ವಿಲ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್, ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ periodic functions of their atomic weight. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಸಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಮೆಂಡ್ಲಿವ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ಡಿಡ್, ಹಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ವೇಟ್. ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ವೇಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವರು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ 63 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವೇ ನೋನ್. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ 63 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೆಂಡ್ಲಿವ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ವೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ವೇಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ಫೌಂಡ್, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ Mendeleev's periodic table. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದರ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ವೇಟ್. ಈ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇವನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ರೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದೇನದಲ್ಲ 2 3 4 ಇದು 1 ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So these are the periods and these are the groups. So that time total 63 elements were known. So ivella 63 elements anna arrange ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ he found groups and periods. So total altogether there were 9 groups. ಎಲ್ಲ elements anna 9 group ಒಳಗಡೆ arrange ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So among these 9 groups he divided 1 to 7 group ಅನ್ನ sub division ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, such as 1A 1B, similarly 2A, 2B and so on up to yesterday 7A and 7B. Okay, and the 8th group ಏನದಲ್ಲ 8th group it consists of the transition triad. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, it is called as a transition triad. And the last group 9th group it consists of is nothing but is a zero group. It contains the zero group elements. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. So here this is the first group is a 1A 1B 2A 2B, similarly 3A 3B 3B 3A 4A 4B 5A 5B 6A 6B 7A 7B. Okay, ಇವು 1 to 7 ಸಬ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂತ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ the 8th group ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, these 3 are the 8th groups together. So these contains the 3 elements, that is triad. They are called as a transition triad ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. And the last group 9th group is consist of a zero group elements. Okay, so these are the arrangement of elements according to the increasing order of their atomic weight. Now we'll discuss the merits and demerits of Mendeleev's periodic law. So we know Mendeleev arranged all the 63 elements known at that time in increasing order of their atomic weight. So after arranging that, he found one table which is known as a Mendeleev's periodic table. So with the help of Mendeleev's periodic table, the first merit is we can study the elements easily because the elements having similar properties, they fall under the same group. Mendeleev periodic table ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we can easily study them. It's a first merit of Mendeleev's periodic table. The second merit is we can predict, we can calculate the atomic weight of the unknown element. ಯಾವುದರ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ atomic weight ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೇನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we can easily calculate with the help of a Mendeleev's periodic table. And the third one is Mendeleev already predicted the unknown element. ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು he left a gap in between. For example, in third A group below aluminum he left some gap. Similarly below silicon he left some gap. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ. Similarly, below silicon he left one gap and he called this one as a eka silicon. Okay, so this is known as a eka aluminum and this is known as a eka silicon. So later on these two elements were discovered. This will be now, it is now is a gallium and this is a germanium. Eka aluminum ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು gallium and eka silicon ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು germanium. So he predicted these two elements. Now we will discuss the demerits of Mendeleev's periodic law. So merits ಇದ್ದಾಗ demerits ಕೂಡ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. Demerits ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ very first one is the position of hydrogen is not fixed. ಇವ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ position of hydrogen is not fixed. First one. Second one, even though the elements having the similar properties fall under the same group, ಅದಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ the elements having same properties will differ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಳಗ ಬರ್ತಾವ. Also the elements having different properties they fall under the same group. So these are the three drawbacks. Apart from that, in Mendeleev's periodic table there won't be the position for isotopes. Isotopes ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. So there won't be the position for isotopes. And the last one is the actinoids and lanthanoids. ಇವೆರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ there won't be the proper position for actinoids and lanthanoids. So these are the some merits and demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. So we'll conclude here only. So we'll give one assignment. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ today we learnt the law of triad, law of octaves and Mendeleev's periodic law. ಇದು ಮೂರು law statement ಅನ್ನ write the law statement of all these three laws with one example. So this is your assignment for today's class. So we'll conclude here only. We'll continue with the next class. Thank you.